There's a psychological threshold in wealth that few ever cross. 5 million is where life feels different, truly different. But 10 million is where the game changes entirely. Going from 5 to 10 isn't about doubling money. It's about doubling discipline, identity, and emotional control. At 5 million, you feel secure for the first time. Your lifestyle elevates effortlessly. You choose comfort without guilt. Business class instead of coach, quality over price, time over convenience. You're no longer chasing money to survive. You're using money to shape your environment. You eat better, think clearer, sleep easier. But here's the truth. 5 million feels rich. 10 million feels strategic. The journey between the two requires a transformation most people never attempt. Because once you cross into that territory, you realize something crucial. Mistakes at this level aren't setbacks. They're catastrophes. A bad decision isn't a lesson. It's a multi-year recovery. So your mind has to evolve. You stop playing offense all the time and learn to balance defense. You stop chasing every opportunity. You become selective, surgical with where your money goes. And the biggest shift? You begin thinking in systems, not impulses. At this stage, investing changes. You're no longer trying to outperform the market every week. You're trying to preserve wealth, compound it intelligently, and deploy capital into opportunities that have a symmetry. Low downside, meaningful upside. A 5 million investor still tastes ambition. A 10 million investor tastes responsibility. At 5 million, you might still take aggressive positions. You might put a large portion of your portfolio into a single conviction play. At 10 million, you no longer have the psychological tolerance for recklessness. You understand that the real flex is sustainable growth, not explosive wins. Your allocation becomes intentional. A portion in safe income generating assets, a portion in moderate growth vehicles, a portion reserved for high conviction asymmetric bets, and a healthy amount in cash or liquidity for opportunity. Not because you're fearful, but because you understand the power of patience. Lifestyle shifts as well, not in flash, but in subtlety. You value privacy more. You value peace more. You start saying no more often. You realize that the real luxury is control. Control over your time, your attention, your environment. People imagine that wealth expands your life. What it actually does is refine it. You cut out noise, you remove chaos, you eliminate unnecessary risk, both financially and emotionally. And as you climb toward 10 million, something powerful happens. You stop trying to prove that you're successful. You start behaving like someone who intends to stay successful. Going from 5 to 10 million is not about grinding harder. It's about thinking longer, acting calmer, and investing smarter. It's about respecting the wealth you've built while positioning yourself for the wealth you're still chasing. Because at this level, you're not competing with others. You're competing with your own impulses, the ones that want attention, excitement, or validation. You want 10 million? Act like someone who protects 5. Think like someone who grows 10. And move like someone who isn't in a hurry, because real wealth compounds quietly. This is the mindset of high-level capital. This is how you rise.